Hello, Miami. This is Throw 5 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and it's over. The Miami Heat defeat the New York Knicks by a score of 96-92 to take the series 4-2. All right, now they await the winner of the series between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. It was a tough game tonight as the Miami Heat had to basically grind it out as they did not shoot very well, from the field, tonight either, just like in game 4, so it was very difficult for the Heat. I'm sorry, in game 5, forgive me, game 5 didn't shoot very well. So it was very difficult for the Miami Heat to pull it out. Jalen Brunson, I mean, as much as I don't like the New York Knicks, I will say this. I do like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a baller, okay? He's the only one of the Knicks that I could say was a pretty consistent guy, all right, in terms of his scoring and his contributions, on the basketball court from games 1 through 6. I will say that he was the guy. 41 points tonight. He was a go-to guy. He almost played the entire game. He barely got a break, in the game. So kudos to him. And I will say this, if it doesn't work out for the Miami Heat, which I'm hoping and it does, obviously, I'm hoping they can make it to the finals. And I do think they have a better shot this year than it did last year. Even though I think that, they were better last year. What I'm trying to say is, like, I don't buy the Celtics this year. I don't think they're as strong this year as they were last year. Still a very good team. Both teams are very good. Philadelphia and Boston are both going to give the Heat a major challenge. But I do think the Eastern Conference is much more up for grabs this year than it was last year. Okay. Even though it's not like I'm contradicting myself, the two best teams did face each other last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, which was the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. But nonetheless, I do think it's more wide open this year, and I think the Heat have a great shot of making it to the finals, especially if they shoot the way they shot in the entire Milwaukee series. And I would say the first 3 games of the New York Knicks series, the eye test, the 3-pointers went down more frequently in games 1 through 3 than it did in games 4, 5, and 6. That's all I'm saying, in particular. But nonetheless, the Miami Heat did get some contributions, right? Jimmy Butler had 24 points. Not very good from the field at 7 for 22, but was very good from the free throw line. Had 24 points. Bam Adebayo had pretty much a very solid game. He had 17 points in the first half and finished the game with 23 points. Key rebounds. He was a big boy. He was the aggressor that many of us fans want him to be. If he keeps that up, the Miami Heat are going to be unstoppable across the boards and throughout the finals, both East and to make it to the NBA Finals because of the play of one Bam Adebayo. Defense overall was pretty solid, right? They held the Knicks at 92 points. The only one that really did maximum damage was Brunson. So that's pretty much it, all right? So the Miami Heat, an 8th seed, congratulations. No one thought you'd make it, past, the Bucks. Everybody predicted, basically a gentleman's sweep from Milwaukee. The tables were turned as the Heat were the ones doing the sweep itself, and the gentleman's sweep, and you're able to pretty much beat your Eastern Conference rival and head over to, once again, for the second year in a row, through the last 4 years, the Eastern Conference Finals. That's pretty much it. So kudos to Jimmy Butler. Kudos to everybody. They're all playing their hearts out. The grittiness, the toughness, the timely rebounds, the extra pass to find the open man, to hit the open shot. Duncan Robinson is stepping up his shooting as well. Gabe Vincent playing good defense. Then you have Kyle Lowry coming off the bench, making the offense look smoother, with the second unit. In many cases, it's been a total team effort from Series 1 to Series 2. So on to Series 3, okay? And before I let you go, I do also want to give a special shout out to the Florida Panthers. It's a shame that both games were on at the same night, but the Florida Panthers take care of business in Toronto and win 3-2 on a goal by Nick Cousins. An unbelievable affair. Bobrovsky had a very solid game as well, once again. And the Florida Panthers continue to impress as they'll be facing the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I do believe that series is also up for grabs as the Florida Panthers have a great shot of making it once again to the Stanley Cup Finals since 1996, okay? And everybody, just a little bit more news. I did pre-record a prediction that Tyler Harrell will be the next Miami Hurricane to commit to the Miami Hurricanes as far as the transfer portal goes. And he did, right? He did. So the video that's on today that many of you have supported, and I thank you for it, was pre-recorded. Okay, so but I do give some good analysis on there on why I think he's a good fit for the Hurricanes and why I think he chose Miami. Okay, and it came out to be true, in terms of why he chose Miami. But I do want you guys to hear the analysis. I think you'll enjoy it. Finally, I will say that Miami has a receiver on its roster on the edges that can create separation, and that is very good, for the Miami Hurricanes, because that will open up the middle of the field for guys like Xavier Restrepo and also Ray Armstrong and the tight ends as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. I'm tired. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep right now. But it's been a very busy week, right, with Miami Heat basketball, Panthers hockey, the Canes, making some noise in the portal as well. All right, everybody, if you like what you heard, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. Have a safe day. God bless. See you soon. Go Heat. Bye-bye.